So this is the lecture which will tell us about multi-threading. So here we will look at the example code for how to start threads and use threads. So as discussed in the last lecture, so threads are kind of workers, okay, so which are assigned jobs or tasks to be done, okay. So here, and there were two ways. One was that thread was assigned special task which was written in itself, okay. So in that case we derived we made a thread class. Like here we are making simple thread which extends from the thread class, okay. So we write our own thread class, give it some name, and then you need to extend it from the thread class, okay. So we make our thread and you have to now give what work it is assigned to do, okay. So if we are implementing a thread, so what happens here is that, let's see the work the thread does, okay. So the thread is extending from the simple thread is extending from the thread class, and we need to write the run method, and this is the thing that is executed when the thread starts, okay. When the thread starts, so it has something to execute, and that part is given in the run method. So here we have the run method. It is simple. What we do for I is equal to 0 to 10, we print the thread name, okay, and it says that I, so it is a thread name and it will print. So now what is the counter for that particular thread, okay. So and then what it does, it prints the number, the counter sleeps for some random amount of time, and then what happens is that after it has printed everything, it says it is done, okay. So it prints number from 1 to 10, 0 to 9 in fact, and when it is done it says that okay, I'm done, and it sleeps for some time in between. And here what happens, each thread has its name. So now what happens is that we start the thread, okay. So let's see. So we start the new two simple thread example, okay. So new two simple thread example, when I write, so this thing, let's see what happens. So we have new two thread example, okay. So now what happens, so two thread is class, two thread is here, and we have the constructor here, public two thread example. In fact the class name is not that correct, we have 6 threads, I'm writing two thread example. But the thing is, we had the thread class here, the simple thread. It had a counter which started from 0, ended up till 9, and slept in between for some time. And here what happens is that in the constructor itself I'm starting those 6 threads. So first simple thread, I've given the name first thread, second thread, third thread, like that. I've given all the threads their names and I have started them in the constructor itself. So what happens, they start, and now this new two thread example, so it will execute those 6 threads. So now let's try to look, I will try to run this, okay, two thread example, and see what happens. So let's try to see here. So first thread, so now these are the threads they are executing, and this will be especially helpful in analyzing this, okay. So if we see, so fifth thread says, now if we see this counter, fifth thread says 7, and after fifth suddenly you see now, which when you sleep, here they are going randomly and sleeping. So this means what happens, when a thread while doing its work, if it sleeps, then it loses the processor, okay. So now CPU will be taken from it, it will yield its processor, and it will be given to some other thread. So thread says 7, now it sleeps, Now first thread comes, it says 7, third thread comes, then first thread again comes and it now executes, prints the 8 as the counter, and by that time till the first thread is at 8, fifth thread is at 7, second thread is done. So that JVM, when it is scheduling the thread, there is no guarantee that which thread comes when. Okay, so it's really, you cannot determine. So third thread says 8, first thread 9, it comes, fourth thread is done, then fifth thread says 9. So this way what happens is that finally all the threads are done. So